I wonder where a guy, an everyday Joe like myself, could find a little action.
Okay, today I found some eggs. We're gonna go ahead and unearth them. Now these ones look like they're pretty good, viable eggs here. Yeah, they're pretty white. If they're not, there's a good chance that they're not, they haven't been fertilized. So we're gonna go ahead and mark these with a pen, and we'll candlelight them. I like to use my lamp. Just hold them up to the lamp right here. Yeah. Go ahead, mark these with a pen. These eggs are soft and hard at the same time, pretty much, so just be careful. That's basically what it'll look like. Now, there's a lot of kind of substrates you could use. I prefer to use Hatchright myself. You can pick this up at any exotic store. They're gonna cut that shit there for you, so. Alright, this is what this stuff looks like. It's a vermicelli kind of a stuff. I've already got a little container here for the eggs. Just go ahead and fill it up. And that'll do, pretty much. Now, I've had this particular batch of Hatchright for a while. And when you buy this stuff, it comes already pre-moist, but it's supposed to clump up, and it's pretty dry. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it down a little bit with some water. When I incubate my eggs, I will spray around the eggs. You never want to spray directly on them. Now we got more of a clumpy consistency here. It wants to hold up together like a sandcastle. It's kind of what you want. You don't want it soaking wet, but you want moisture there, so the eggs have moisture around them. What I like to do is put a couple dents in here. I know I got 2 eggs. I'm gonna allow them to sit down in there pretty good. Okay, eggies. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these bad boys out. Now, just because you mark these on the top like a lot of zoos or other places do to make sure that you don't turn them, you want to double check, because sometimes they do get shifted when you're when they do get laid. Best way to do that is to candlelight them. You really can't see here on footage, but I can. And they're pretty marked. They're marked pretty good. I can see it. So we'll go ahead and just set one of these down in here like so. And we'll grab the other one. Do the same thing. Give it a check. Perfect. Set down in there. And go ahead, put the substrate down on them. You can nearly almost cover these up. Just before they hatch, they'll swollen up to the point where they'll be out on the top anyways. They kind of wiggle their way out of the substrate there. Alright, what we got here is my incubator. I picked this up a while back. Things you should know about an incubator. Here, I got an adjustable knob here. It pretty much says to increase or decrease the temperature. It doesn't have a thermostat, so what you have to do is you have to put a thermometer in here okay, to gauge the temperature. Mine's about 75. That's ideal for crested geckos. You can go as high as 78, 79. 80 degrees is really high, so you don't want to go too high. But I find the lower you go, the longer it takes. But on the same note, the healthier your crested geckos will be when they hatch out. If you go higher, there could be a risk of basically cooking them, or just as sad as badly developed crested geckos. So yeah, we want to keep it right in the middle there. Humidity is also important. There's this tray down here. You can see they have these little grooves in here. It's so you can pour water in it. The more surface area of water you have, the higher the humidity is. For this particular model of incubator, I'm going to go ahead and fill up the middle one here, and then just this outside groove here. There we go. Alright, next is our screen. Well, it doesn't show up too well on film, does it? But you just go ahead and set that down in here. Now, when these guys hatch out, they are pretty small. They can get underneath and stuff. So, when it comes time to your prediction date when it's going to hatch out, you want to check a couple times a day if you're able. Try to keep on top of that. Subsequently, last time I tried hatching a crested gecko, I had caught it. It was pipping, and I had to run and do something. I came right back, and when I came back, I took the incubator out in an open area so I could extract him without him running all over the place, and he wasn't in the incubator. I don't know if the lid was cracked up just a little bit, but he was an escape artist. I had never found him. You know, long lost little baby crested gecko. I kind of wish that I had, you know, found him, but it never happened. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and set our little guys down in here. We'll put our little temperature in here. Now, you're going to want to go ahead and open up your incubator about once a week and air it out. I mean, it has little vents all the way around it, but you want an exchange of air, and you should, you know, lightly blow on or fan off the eggs. Make sure you can get air down into the substrate as well. They are supposed to be moist, but they also do need oxygen, and they do breathe oxygen through the eggs, so it's very important. You need to do that from time to time. Alright. Alrighty then, we've got our incubator closed up. Yep. And from 60 days from now, 61 days, 62 days, 67 days, who knows, but around there we should have a couple healthy little crested geckos. Alright, and when they come, I'll let you guys know.